Little Sim World and To Pixelia are two new life sim games that released onto Steam on the exact same day. I've played To Pixelia for 32 hours and really liked it, and when I first tried Little Sim World, the juvenile art style and excessive dialogue almost made me return it. But now that I'm 16 hours into the game, I'm pleasantly surprised to say that I'm consistently choosing to play Little Sim World over To Pixelia. So I'm going to share 5 reasons why I like Little Sim World better than To Pixelia, but I'll also share 4 features of To Pixelia that might make it the more appealing choice for you. Full disclosure, I bought both games with my own money, and this video is not sponsored. Here are my top 5 reasons why I like Little Sim World better. Making money in Little Sim World is challenging and varied. You can pick up tasks at the bulletin boards, go dumpster diving for treasure, sell fish that you catch, leaves and coins that you find on the ground, and items you create, whatever tickles your fancy. Completing quests also earns you a hefty chunk of change, and I much preferred having a variety of income streams compared to the careers in To Pixelia, which became a bit monotonous after a while. Although Little Sim World doesn't let you move to a new house or apartment like To Pixelia, it features a much richer customization of both your house and character. Like To Pixelia, you have rent to pay, but what's especially intriguing is the intricate incorporation of utility charges, which actually vary based upon usage. I'm a cheap son of a gun, so I've been turning off all my house lights, throttling the thermostat, and using appliances sparingly. When it comes to furniture and decor, there's a crafting system, or you can buy from the furniture and appliance shops, and there are levels with higher tier furniture offering buffs to your needs or increased storage. All furniture can be rotated, unlike the limited rotation in To Pixelia, and you'll need to clean and repair many of the appliances and fixtures you interact with, stock toilet paper, softeners, and cleaners to add to your toilet and washing machine, and can add water filters to make your sink water drinkable. So many delicious idiosyncrasies that provide a home experience that I found to be more immersive and engaging than in To Pixelia. The character creator is also impressively detailed, with hex code customization of hair and clothing colors, and you'll be able to change your character's clothing based upon the weather. Matching clothing to the weather and your activities provides buffs to help you temper your needs and boost specific skills. Again, I'm not a fan of the character art style, but there is considerable depth to their look and function. Schooling is a third area that I found more enjoyable. In To Pixelia, you attend 20 classes to graduate, with homework completion, intelligence, and mood affecting whether you pass each class. But in Little Sim World, once you pick one of the 2 diploma paths and enroll, you will eat, sleep, and breathe college coursework Monday through Friday with twice daily lessons and studying to do. There's a mini-game with golden XP bubbles to burst during the lessons, and trying to balance all of my needs in my very limited free time was incredibly challenging, but I loved the thrill of trying to get an A on my test and unlock the awesome skill perks like being able to walk faster, which helped to save my sanity because it takes forever to get anywhere and running drains your needs too quickly. And speaking of needs, this is my 4th favorite aspect, as Little Sim World has 8 different needs to balance instead of the 5 in To Pixelia. This does mean that there is always something you need to refill, and I feel like I'm always needing to drink water, which takes forever, use the bathroom, which also takes an excessively long time just for number 1, or it's so hot outside that it's draining my thirst incredibly fast despite the fact that I'm walking around in my underpants. But having to fuss over these realistic needs is one of the main reasons I enjoy life sims, so it's a plus for me. The 5th reason I love Little Sim World is for its rich variety of settings and overall more polished feel. Going into the game settings, you can turn on VSync, cap the frame rate, there's ultra-wide support, 9 different music stems to adjust, gameplay and interface settings, extensive keybind remapping options, and multiplayer. Multiplayer is an awesome amenity that might be the deciding factor for some of you, and To Pixelia currently is only single player. The graphics, animations, and story are all more polished in Little Sim World, and when coupled with the large assortment of settings, provides a broader set of amenities, in my opinion. I didn't experience any broken quests like in To Pixelia, but I did have a problem with stuttering, as you'll see in my gameplay. Restarting the game cleared up most of the lag, but from what others have said, it's a current issue the development team is working on, as well as controller gameplay, which both of these games thankfully have promised to improve, because controller gameplay at launch wasn't pretty. Let's turn the spotlight on To Pixelia and share 4 features that I think it does better than Little Sim World. My other name for the game is Cozy GTA. The city has grit and even a full-blown gang territory. You can beat up and loot Pixelians, pick locks, work for gangs, and gamble yourself into debt. It's a more mature tone for sure, which is very different from most life sim games. 2. You choose a dream life and 3 traits that guide your quests, and other than a few story snippets that are unlocked through your actions, there's no dialogue or linear progression. You can do whatever you want as long as you don't mind figuring out a lot for yourself, and the 10 different dream life options make To Pixelia quite replayable. 3rd, the map in To Pixelia is much larger, but there are loading screens, unlike Little Sim World. There's also a separate countryside biome up north that's like having a farming game within a city life sim. Bus travel is much easier in To Pixelia, and after insane grinding, you can save up to buy a car. 4. You can form relationships and even get married and have kids in To Pixelia, whereas Little Sim World has only structured dialogue with the NPCs in each building, which is a huge missed opportunity in my opinion. Maybe they're going to change that in the future, I don't know. I did a lot of grinding to level up my relationship with Dr. Bach, not that kind of grinding, and we did get married, but then he just paced aimlessly around my apartment like a dog that needed walked. The fruits of my intense labor were a bit of a letdown, and I might consider divorcing Dr. Dog, but I did enjoy the dating experience and interpersonal immersion. Despite not loving the art style, excessive dialogue, and lack of relationships, Little Sim World's engaging gameplay loop, decorating and customization, and overall polish makes it my favorite of the 2 games. There was a lot to manage that provided a fulfilling challenge, and plenty more content is coming since it's still in early access. But To Pixelia has a unique dark side, more freedom in relationships, plus it's coming to Nintendo Switch very soon and only costs $15 compared to Little Sim World's $25. If cute and cozy with customizations is your jam, I'd probably recommend Little Sim World. But if you want complete freedom over your life and the unique opportunity of committing crime in a relaxing life sim, then To Pixelia might be more your style. If your budget allows, I say buy both games, as they each offer very enjoyable but different gameplay for a total expenditure of $40. Remember, if you're buying on Steam, you have 2 hours or 2 weeks to return a game if you don't like it. I hope that by sharing my experience, I've given you some helpful, unsponsored information if you're trying to decide between Little Sim World or To Pixelia. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you don't want to miss out on the latest in chill and cozy games, please consider subscribing to this old lady. Thanks for watching.